And now, live from the studios of Freedom's Phoenix, Ernest Hancock.
Turn on the tube, what do I see? A whole lot of people crying, don't blame me. They point their crooked little fingers at everybody else. Spend all the time feeling sorry for themselves. Victim of this, victim of that. Your mama's too thin and your daddy too fat. Get over it. Get over
Welcome back to Declare Your Independence. We're getting it. We're fixing it. It's all good, man. It's all good. You know what happens is that we try to do the Skype thing. There's little buttons. 50. I gotta show you. I tell you what. You know, I'll show you a picture of all the buttons. We're gonna go. I'm gonna take the camera. Come in here. Take this camera and point on all the buttons, man. I tell you, these guys will see what I'm talking about. It's a button. So what we're going to go ahead and do, just take that camera, and just point it over there, and we'll show everybody so they can see where we're going with this thing. You can just pick it up. What we'll go ahead and do is we have it already. Adrian, she's going to come back, and we're going to get it all taken care of. But the one concept that I wanted to get through after she had talked, I go ahead and share with you now is this. My wife and I, we're sitting there talking. We're doing, watch out here. So we're talking about, where this is going. We got to make plans, what are we going to do with different things? So I'm you just look at history. When you have a new government, there's going to be the new, you want me to see it? It's ready to go now? Then go ahead and put it down onto the board. Those are doing the video, can you get up on the board? I don't think you're showing the board down there. Oh, yeah, you got that. Whatever. It's 15 gazillion, buttons of everything. And I'm telling you, man, it's one button was pushed, a little bitty, and it was not good. So what we're going to go ahead and do is have her back. But what I wanted to share with you is this one thing. When you have people that are finally rising up against the man, and rising up and saying, I don't want to play anymore. What they do, that's good. They get the idea. Thanks, Mike. So what we're going to go ahead and do is go to the man and we say, we don't want to play anymore. Oh, yeah? What's your alternative? With the Magna Carta, the power of that was not that they had somebody else to take the place, it's that they would prefer nobody else. They didn't understand that because if it had somebody, they would just kill them. Next. I got more guns than you, or I got more arrows or whatever and armor, I win. What happens when it's a worldwide revolution? There was one of the activists here in Arizona, this young man, he just said, one time I put in all the my SIG line on my emails now. I've had it there for probably over a year or two. And it says, one world government, one world revolution. That's what's happening. I see it coming. This walletvoting.com thing, man. We're gonna have some fun with that. I've been talking to a lot of the people that are the facilitators of the revolution around the country, and we're all in, man. We're getting stuff ready. So what we're looking at is that when you go in your own head, the revolution between the ears, and you say, you know what I'm going to do? I just as soon have nobody that has access to my money. Because everything that they say, they always do this. They go like this. They'll say, this is the guy that you have allegiance to. This is the guy, this one person right here is who we're paying. This one person right here has access. You know what? We'll be the guys that you only have to pay half that much, a third that much, heck, a tenth that much. We're the good guys. We're going to rob from you less than the other guy. We're not going to be as cruel. We're going to, work ourselves with this one document here that's a lot better. See, look at it. Yeah, we got a lot of signatures on it. Heck, we got a pretty seal and, and a logo and, blah, 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 blah. We're going to rule you better. All right. What if I don't want to be ruled? Do I have that option? Hell no. You're not allowed to even talk about it. This Agoras thing, can I be, unruled? And if I am going to have any kind of agreement, maybe I'll do it locally. Maybe be my neighbor. Maybe be, whatever. Maybe be private, whatever. Stephen Molyneux's really good about that. He goes, hey, I don't know how you're going to do it. You can't do it with coercion. I vote no coercion. Well, how are you going to do it then? I don't know. That's your problem. So I came up with a concept last night. We're just relaxing, my wife and I, and I'm going, who do I owe something to? Well, maybe myself, maybe, who I have agreements with locally, my family. Where does government come in that? Where's their line? What on my priority, get my money list, who are these people? Okay, so I go, well, don't worry about it, Mike, I'll deal with it in the break. So what we'll go ahead and do is I say, my family, my friends, my loved ones, my children, of course, my own personal obligations, and where is my tribute to the king fall in that list? And I thought about it, and I'm going, you're below my dog. You're if you're even on the list, do I owe sustenance to my farm animals, my pets, my government is below my dog. You're down, underneath the dog. I come up with some slogan, logo. You're behind my dog. Get behind my dog. Get behind my ant farm. I mean, this whole concept. That's what the threat is. That's why, it's crossbows to cryptography. The king will always limit what will have an effect on your reality, the revolution between the ears. That is why I am so supportive of the agorist concept. Not because of any way I want to live or think other people should live. It's the freeing of your mind. The freeing of your actions, the freeing of your relationships, just so you can be free. This is what we're trying to do. This is what the concept that we're trying to instill or promote. This is happening worldwide. When you have in the United Kingdom people banging on Rolls-Royce is that really, what are they asking for? What are they rioting for? They'll make a big deal out of it. They need them to make a big deal out of it. Because what are they asking for? You're tripling or quadrupling or whatever tuition. We want a free education. The Royals should be paying for us to get, a college so we, chill out for another 4 years or something. That's what they're rioting about. That's what was going on in Greece. They were going to, these austerity measures, they're going to, lower tax spending of the government. They're going to increase taxes. They're going to, soak the rich more. This is how they're framing these riots. This is why they want somebody, throwing something on the car and poking whatever and taking big poles and, nailing in the chest the policemen and so on with their shields. This is what they argue. You're cutting our goodies from the rich to transfer wealth to us. Oh, no. So what does the government do? What has always been doing for the past decades in Europe and socializing, okay, you whine enough, we'll give you more goodies. You get, 6 weeks vacation paid. You'll get this and that and that and that and that. And then it came to the United States. Will the people in the United States riot for more goodies? I hope not. I want, any kind of, I wouldn't be begging for, you to transfer of wealth. That's what this Lovolution is all about. It is to make clear the concept, the idea that we are not to be ruled and that we don't use a collective force of whatever government to go and take something that is somebody else's to redistribute because of some Karl Marx idea of equality means that, we steal from those that got and give to those that don't, and somehow we're going to be better off. Because the people that make the stuff that, they want to redistribute, why the hell would I make it? If you're going to keep coming and taking it, where's this property rights thing? Then we get into foreclosure gate and the mortgage stuff. Well, all right, where do we define where somebody has ownership of something? Where do we do that? How do we log? This be mine. Well, they want you to go down to the county recorder's office and say this is the boundary. It's mine. Well, the promise is that they're going to protect your claim to your property. And for us to do that, you should pay a fee. All right, fine. Here's the fee. You record it. Thank you very much. Oh, we need a continuous fee. We need a property tax. You want us to protect your property rights? You got to keep giving us money on it. You're leasing your property from the government, man. And it just keeps going round and round like this. Is there another system? I don't know. It's called no system. System. system? Do we need a system for freedom? It's how we think. It's in our heads. It's already happening. And this silver thing, you want to know how government works? It's just, what am I willing to trade for what you got? That's it. What kind of assurances do I have that, it's going to be mine and nobody else has a claim to it? Insurances, private company, I don't know. Non-coercive, voluntary interactions. It's coming, and it's a worldwide revolution. Adrian Pine is going to help us understand it when we come back here in just a little bit. We got it all fixed for you. We'll be right back.